Cheryl, the mayor said the community needs to rise up against this kind of action by the federal government, but he also said he and his team will meet with the police superintendent for a full review of what went down in the South Loop on Wednesday. The chaotic scene outside an immigration office Wednesday left Mayor Brandon Johnson frustrated and angry. He minced no words when addressing a luncheon gathering celebrating National Immigrant Heritage Month.
We saw armed, masked men walk down our streets in broad daylight, and they kidnapped mothers and fathers. We saw them brutalize protesters and shove crying grandmothers into the back of unmarked vans.
The mayor said he had a lot of concerns about the ICE operation that sent texts to people facing deportation, asking them to come in for a status check. We've blurred the faces of those detained as we don't know whether they face any charges.
It was deceptive. You have the President of the United States of America setting human traps. It is sickening and unconscionable.
It is concerning that there were masked, armed individuals making arrests, detaining people, sometimes pushing and shoving people, and that is not the way we want that type of law enforcement to happen here in Chicago.
Governor J.B. Pritzker also voicing concerns about what he called inappropriate ICE tactics.
And even there were bystanders who were protesting, not interfering, but simply protesting and expressing their First Amendment rights and freedoms, and yet those ICE officers were pushing people out of the way in a fashion that I don't think any of us think is right.
The review of the incident will also look at what Chicago police did after responding to a pair of calls for assistance for law enforcement.
And to some, it felt like they were providing a level of protection to ICE as they were getting people out. So again, we think it is fair to have investigations, call for a hearing, and identify what the protocol is.
The mayor issuing a call to action and resistance.
We need people to rise up and say in a unified voice that enough is enough, and we will defend the honor of our democracy, and we will never surrender our humanity under tyranny.
ICE has not responded to the slew of criticism today, but has defended the detainments. Meantime, we'll have to wait and see what the mayor's review of the actions by Chicago police turns up. The police department says it had no involvement whatsoever in any of the detainments. It was responding to calls for help by other law enforcement.
We'll see if this happens again, but it's quite a pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Craig, thank you. Okay.